What's up, guys? I'm here at Sunbeam Lake Disc Golf Course in El Centro, California. This is the only course out here in El Centro. Being that I'm heading east towards WACO, I'm passing through El Centro on the 8, so I might as well stop and play the one course here. Just a quick 9-hole, so nothing crazy. It is a little windy out here, very windy. It's a nice park, but yeah, let's get into it. All right, we're here at hole 1, 259 feet, just past that palm tree. We're just gonna go probably, let's see, 259. Just picked up the reactor, more stable hex. Let's see how we can do with this. First throw. Oh, that's exactly what we wanted. Oh, that's good. That's the exact disc that we were looking for. The overstable version of the hex. Let's see. Yeah, that just pushes a little bit more. Ooh, that one's gonna be out of bounds. Good thing we went with the reactor there. All right, a little long on that one, but thankfully the reactor did stay in bounds, so it'll give us or in the circles on the edge. No practice putts today, so let's see how it goes. Hole 2, 325 feet. It's gonna be straight behind that little gazebo. The plasma Tesla. Forehand, try to hook it over. Ow. All right, a little slick on the tee. Did my toe. That's good. First course. All right, the pads are a little slick. That's why some are like when they put the texture them with the grading. That one kind of hurt. Oh, jeez. I need another second to recover on that one. Try again. We're going backhand now. We're gonna try again with a backhand with the reactor. See if we can push something on the right side, have it just fade in at the end. That's just a slippery pad to begin with, so it's slick there. All right, let's try again off to the side, because that is just go from right next to it this time. That did pretty good. A little too much hyzer, but it will get the distance. Almost. Of course, I am playing in Vans right now. It doesn't really help with the slippage. I meant to switch into some, grippier shoes, but I just forgot. So they're in the car. So next round, hopefully we'll be better prepared. Here's the first throw that I had that didn't slip. The hex about 45 or so, a little outside the circle, 45. So we're just gonna, lay it up. Well, we're gonna run it. Bit of a headwind. All right. I promise that wasn't a layup. It was just a very low bid. Just a tap in. Oh, they do have restrooms right here in the park. That's nice. All right. It would appear that hole 3 also plays the twos basket. We just have to walk to the corner. It is a 745-foot par 5. The one par 5 on the course. It does have a par 4 coming up later at hole 8. Only a 9-hole, but it does have a par of 30. We have 3 extra strokes compared to typical 9 holes. A couple nice bomber shots. We just got the 3's tee box. Glad we don't play on this, past this side, because there is water over here. Nice open field, but water. And I'm not looking to play over some water today, so. This is hole 3, 745-foot par 5. So it definitely, if I can get a couple of 400-foot throws, this is a very eagleable hole. There are no mandatories. It's just straight across this open field. So see how close we can get. Pull the little right, get over that, and we're sitting. We're in a good spot for our next shot here. Cleared the backstop of the little softball field, putting us in a good position. We're probably another 400 or so out. If we can get close, we could definitely get a putt. Like I thought, 400 feet. We do have a bit of a left to right headwind, so we're going to throw a little bit more stable. We'll go with the defy, put on a bit of a hyzer, and hopefully we can scoot up far. Oh, we throw it so low. That is horrible. Oh, no. Heads up. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. I almost killed you. Horrible throw. Almost killed my dog on a science throw. And now we're going to be throwing up there trying to get the bird still. All right, I couldn't have been much of a worse throw. I threw it, I don't know, 100 feet. It was straight into the ground, 130 feet straight into the ground. So we're 270 out. With this wind, I'll probably want to go with a pyro. Something's really going to fight the wind. Oh, it's a little too wide. All right, I made it to the circle, though. Still putting for bird. Made it to the circle. Capitalized, got the bird. No eagle, but since it was a par five, it was a good opportunity for a birdie. Hole 4, science says 308. UDisc says 334. It looks a little closer to 330, so we're going to go with the inertia. There is a left to right wind, so we're going to, bank on that wind to turn us over a bit, but hopefully not overturn, and see how close we can get. If we do shoot too long, we're back on the road, and that's OB, so we don't want to go too far either. Good turn. Fade now. All right, looks like we're in the circle. Made it to the circle. That's a bird. Passing by the car to get to hole 5, so I'm just gonna stop by real quick, grab some better shoes, as I can't use these tee pads super confidently. Pit stop accomplished. Back on the course. Got some Nikes here. Not the best shoes, but they definitely have more grip than those Vans, so we'll be a little bit more confident on the tee pads for the back half of this 9-hole course. Hole 5, 218 feet straight. All right, nice little short one after that. After the last couple of longer ones, just gonna go straight at it with the anode. All right, a little short, but we're in the circle. I'm used to a pretty consistent wind at mast. We do have some pretty strong gusts over there in Santee, but it's a lot windier out here than it is over there. 10 feet, good spot. Really? Don't rush your putts, Kyle. Don't rush your putts. Wow, easiest hole, and I missed the birdie. Hole 6, 269 feet, straight over this little shrub bush, and then a little hyzer out. Or we could go underneath the tree, but I feel like go a little higher, even though there's a bit of a headwind. We'll just go a little stable reactor here. Oh, that looks good. Fade now. Oh, that's parked. It's perfect. So I bag only MVP Axiom. Of course, I prefer the Axiom over MVP whenever there's the equal discs, the equivalent discs, purely for the colors. Axiom's got those beautiful color rims, while MVP's got the black rims. So I was looking at the balance. As Simon and Eagle were saying, they wanted a hex that would fly straight and not get turned over by a headwind. They wanted something that would still hyzer up, they still fade out in the headwind. We'll tap in there. Oh, somebody left a Maverick here. Anders. Is this you guys? Huh. Wonder whose this is. They were talking, they wanted the balance to fly like a slightly stable hex into a headwind. Pretty much the same as the reactor. It's supposedly that's what, the numbers are 5.5, neg 0.5, I think 1.5 or 2. About just a slight tad, a smidge more stable than the hex. It is. That's exactly what I'm getting out of the reactor, and that's why I chose the reactor as my headwind hex. All right, guys, that was Sunbeam Lake Disc Golf Course. Thanks for watching. We shot a pretty solid four down, only one bogey on the last hole, but that was probably mainly to do with the fact that we had those children in the way. We should have definitely gone closer on the upshot, but it's all right. We still got four down. Pretty solid score. We'll go over it real quick. Upkeep, we'd probably give it a five. It was very well maintained. Definitely not abandoned. It was very well maintained. Um, Trees were fine. Grass was short. It was solid. Shot variety design, I would probably give it about a three. It did have a good range of shots, a par five, a par four, and a nine hole. It's pretty solid. Tee areas, I would only give it maybe like two, maybe a 2.4 or 2.5 on a tee area because the concrete was there, but it was kind of slick. So unless you had really good shoes, it was kind of hard to use it. Signage wayfinding, there was practically none. The signs were kind of there, but most of them, the sun had burned the picture away. So I'd give it a one for those. And there was no arrows to point to the next hole or tee box, so a one. Amenities, I would give it a two, 2.5. It had water, bathrooms, trash cans. It had the main necessities. Scenery views, I would give it a four. It had solid views of the mountains, open views of the prairies. You could see the highway in the distance. It was pretty cool. You could see all the trucks passing by. It was a nice park. So, and that river on and lake on the other side was really nice. Sunbeam Lake, really cool. Nice little spot. Some people fishing there. So overall, pretty solid course. I would give it about a 2.7 overall, just because hole nine does play next to a bright, like too close to that playground. So if there are any people or any children there, it is dangerous. Even seven, the kid ran across the fairway while I was throwing, so it can be a little unsafe at times. So 2.7, solid score for a nine hole that it is. Um, I would definitely check it out on another trip. And yeah, thanks for checking in. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked what you saw here, hit that like button. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.